Hello everyone, I'm Gemma Beall. Welcome to Beyond Second Cognition. I've had something going through my mind most of the day, and it's something that I feel I really need to put in the words. So this is going to be an off-the-cuff script. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to call it, but you'll see it in the title. Part of the things that Endel and I talk about, especially the experiences that we have on our path that pertains to our crew out there. And we've told you all that Psoyca crew is not just here on Earth. We, Psoyca crew, are here on Earth. But there's a whole plethora of Psoyca crew out there in the stars. Now, because of media, television, science fiction particularly, everybody has in their minds that any kind of being, human being or otherwise, that is not from planet Earth is known as an alien. And the New Age has piped down about all of these aliens that are supposed to come rescue us and all this other type of bullshit. So it really puts the filter in everybody's minds about off-world contacts being alien in nature. We have to remove this filter because everybody feels that this form is who they are. Even if they see themselves as Psoycas, or, a spirit, whatever you want to call it, they still view this human form through the filters that have been provided to us. Now, our Psoycas may be functioning through this human form, and our Psoycas may have been functioning through many human forms. Sometimes it's simultaneously with the current incarnation that we have. Sometimes it's been outside of this current incarnation and not simultaneous in nature. But there's a point in time, and I use time as a relative term, not necessarily the timeline that we function on here, but our Psoyca has not always been attached to a form. The form is not necessary to communicate. The form is not necessary to experience. The form is not necessary for anything, really, when it pertains to the Psoyca consciousness. Because, yes, some people say, oh, it's pure energy, and that's not untrue. Everything in this reality, fake or not, is pure energy. Some of it's mattered, some of it's not. Our Psoycas are non-mattered energy. But once again, our Psoycas are not necessarily needing a form for certain experiences. This being said, if we can function outside of form and do whatever the hell we want, we can also establish relationships. It's going to be different than a relationship that you have with another human being or a cat or a dog. But the relationship is still going to be there. We can communicate, we can think, we could dream, we could create, we could do anything, even from a non-material form state. So how we have our allies out there in the stars, other Psoyca crew, that are doing the same thing on their planetary systems that we're doing here, how we have these contacts is that our Psoyca and their Psoyca has made these connections while we are in non-mattered forms or in other physical incarnations. But we keep the resonance from the relationship that we've established from those points of view. So when we tell you that you've got your crew contact out there somewhere in the stars, they could be in another human incarnation like you are here, on some other planetary system, or in some other matrix, or in some other universe. It doesn't really matter where they are. You're going to feel them when you start reaching out beyond yourself to establish those contacts. Now, part of the purpose for the energy downloads is to elevate the operating frequency of your form, of your Psoyca, is more apt to say, is so you can reach the higher range frequencies of your allies that are out there that you're meant to be in contact with while you are here. They know where you are. They know where they are. We don't always know where they are. I'm not saying that the incarnation that they're in, if they're in another human type incarnation, that they are more cognizant of their Psoyca sentience than you are, because we've found in some cases they are not, but we found in a lot of cases they are more Psoycally advanced than we are, because here in 3D we've had more bindings and harnessing put on us to prevent us from being able to reach beyond ourselves to make those contacts. I know that there's a lot of you that do feel your crew around you, and I know there are a lot of you that have some communication with your crew, but the ones you have near you are not the only ones that are there. I mean, there are many out there, and we're all making connections. As strong as we are as individuals, together we are even more powerful against tyranny. So I kind of want to do this video just to kind of give people a different perspective to look at. I know how hard it is that when you've got this information coming to you, you have a lifetime worth of experience with these earth human filters. And as we have shown through our other videos and our other works, when you have filters, you have expectations of what you're expecting to see. And when you have those expectations in these filters, you're going to see what those filters allow you to see. And if you are confused or don't understand how you can have a connection to another person in the vagus system, then it's going to prevent you from reaching out and making that contact. A lot of times, and this is something I've learned the hard way, I've had my crew contacts out there for a really long time. And for the first, I don't know, 5-6 years, I had a lot of earth human filters, and they humored me with my earth human filters. But now that I've expanded to greater levels of understanding, I'm finding out how still filtered I am when it comes to dealing with them out there. They are no different than us, but they are so vastly different, it's unimaginable. So if you're looking to make your contacts, be open. Realize you do have filters. Realize that they are going to have to connect to you on an energetic basis when y'all have y'all's contact. And this is something that I've learned from having contact with multiple beings out there, that when you connect with them, not all of them speak English, Earth English. Our language was brought here by whomever brought it, so it is out there in the stars as well, but they don't always speak the same language, and they don't always speak verbally. A lot of it is through nuance and feel. And when you're getting these impressions, when you connect energetically, they try to relay something to you, and they may not be able to use the words or understand the words you're speaking in order to answer your question. So a lot of times they will, because they are energetically connected to you, they will have to pull on your thoughts, emotions, and experience to understand what you're asking in order for them to answer your questions, and they will respond using your experiences as an example. So this is really important to understand this, especially if you do have communication with your Psoyca crew out there. And this is something that took me years and years and years to learn, and it's something I've only learned within the last year. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to listen and consider this. I hope this has been helpful. As usual, the comment sections are below for questions. If there's something you would like expanded on, please feel free to ask. I'm Gemma Beall. Stay the course and don't give up on yourself.